it going? It is Fangs, and welcome to IRL Sunday on my channel. Today, we're gonna be doing a Q&A, and it is straight from Twitter. We actually got some pretty good questions on Twitter, so I didn't have to go over to Instagram where you get some pretty wild questions. My next one will be on Instagram or Snapchat. It depends on what I want to do on that day, but today, I took them from Twitter. Now, if you ever want to have a chance to ask me questions, then you need to be following my Twitter. I'll link to it in the description down below. You can check it out. It is ITS Fangs. It's Fangs. So it's a not so beautiful Sunday outside, I would say so, but it's all rainy and gloomy because Hurricane Harvey hit Texas. And if you guys are worried about me and Hurricane Harvey, don't. I live in Fort Worth. I'm like 7-hour drive from the coast. All we have is rain and we've barely even got that. So I'm fine. I feel bad for all the people down in Houston. Well, sister is actually getting married in October in Port Aransas where the eye hit, and it is destruction right now. So we're trying to figure that out with the family. We have a family home down there. We don't know if it's okay, but we think it is because, I mean, it's really well built, and we have like the stuff for the windows, you know, to stop it from breaking over it. So it should be hopefully fine, but we don't know yet. So today we've got quite a few questions. I'm gonna try to get through probably like 10 to 12 of them for this video because we ain't trying to make this like 30 minutes long. Don't forget, by the way, we have new merchandise out in the Fangs store. We got the Fangs hats, the new ones, the front-facing wolf, then the royal blue one, which is awesome, and then you can also get cool front-facing Fang shirts. All that merch in the description down below. Check it out, backpacks, all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead, let's get into the Q&A. Which diss track was the best? I would have to say that, like, I've been through it now. I've listened to quite a few diss tracks back and forth with all the different YouTubers, even from different groups and different people. And the one that I think was the most enjoyable to me as I was going through them, like the one that hit me where I'm like, this is so deep and so funny and all that different kind of stuff, like it all came together, was Harry's first diss track on JJ. And I forgot what it was called, hold on. KSI Sucks, Rice Gum, and KSI Diss Track. It was just not expected, and it wasn't like, I'm not liking it because it was the best rapper, it had the best flow or anything. It just was like not expected whatsoever, and it was hilarious. It tickled my pickle. So I'm gonna say my favorite was Rhoda Shaw's first one, which was called KSI Sucks. What was your favorite part of Edinburgh when you visited? So I went to, if you guys don't remember, the last time that I was in London, I took 2 days afterwards and we took a train and we went to Edinburgh, which I'm probably saying that completely wrong. My first time ever in Scotland, and doing the whole train ride up there was beautiful, guys. If you're not from England and you're not from the UK, if you ever get a chance to be able to take a ride on a train from London to Edinburgh, oh my god, you see like, looks like castles all over the place, just pure beauty. I think we went through, it was Newcastle, which was like an awesome looking city that I really want to visit now. But when I got up there, I loved every bit of it. I don't think there was a part that I did not like about it. The people were nice. The food was good, although we didn't eat like their actual food. We did at the hotel. We stayed in a castle. Like, that's the coolest thing ever. We're staying in a castle that is like 1,000 years old. All the stuff that we went to see, the castles, the biggest one on top of the hill, like it was insane. The trees, I just remember looking at the trees and they were so tall and I'm like, these have to be thousands upon thousands of years old. It was beautiful. Scotland, by far, is probably, it's actually out of the places that I've visited that's not a beach, because I like beach places better than anywhere else, but just past that, going to other countries, that is my favorite place that I've ever visited in the entire world. Worst thing about being a YouTuber? The worst thing about being a YouTuber, there is obviously a lot of amazing, and everyone, they're like always like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber, I want to be this, I want to be that, and it does come with amazing things. Like, you obviously can make enough money to support yourself and to have a nice home and nice cars and nice things, but it is a lot harder than people think it is. Like, people think that you just get up and you just magically poop out a video and then boom, you're just like living the life and all that kind of stuff, but no, it's 24/7. It's a 24/7 job, especially if you're a daily uploader. All you do, the moment you wake up, you want to know how your numbers are doing, you want to look and think of ideas for stuff, and you want to sit here and go over all these things in your head all night, all day, all the time on what you're going to be doing for a video, and by the time that you put that together, then you have to record it and edit it. No matter what, you're sick, you're freaking just not feeling it that day. No, you don't just not feel it, you make the video. So you have to do that, like, it's just continuous all the time, non-stop. Holidays, doesn't matter, you're working it. Whenever I have a kid for the first time, most times people get like maternity leave. This girl's not getting maternity leave. This girl's gonna go straight into making YouTube videos. So it can be very pressuring and you're just thinking about it and it's like a game in your head. And if things don't go well, if you make a video and you put all your heart into it and it doesn't do well, it breaks your heart. Like, it's just so much more anxiety than you actually think goes into it. But in the end, it's all worth it because it's an amazing job.
What's your favorite thing to do in your free time?
So currently my favorite thing to do in my free time, I do work out a ton, well not a ton, 4 days a week. I work out and I like doing that. I love fitness because I try to stay in shape as best as I can. But besides that, I'm normally either playing video games, which you guys always see me do. Sometimes I go out with my friends, most times on the weekend, but I'm usually laying in my bed in my guest room watching TV series. Like I binge watch TV series like it's nothing. Right now, I'm watching the most corny thing. I'm watching Vampire Diaries, but it's got me hooked. I don't know why. It's got me hooked, so I'm watching it. And they're so long. There's like 24 episodes in each season, so it's just something that can keep me going. 8 seasons of it. And every time I'm watching, I'm like, man, this is the corniest show. Like, I loved True Blood, but I wasn't really into vampires. I just liked the certain like people who play the vampires in True Blood. But in this one, it's just so corny, but I just can't stop watching it.
Who is your favorite YouTuber?
My current favorite YouTuber is actually H3H3. Like, anytime he puts a video out, I'm so excited because he's so interesting to me. I don't know, he's entertaining. He's just freaking rigid. He doesn't care. He'll say it like it is, and he makes it funny. He has this like hilarious dry humor, and whenever him and his girlfriend are together, it's just like, it's something that's entertaining for me to watch, even when it's serious. Even when he's talking about like a serious situation, like when Jake Paul did the whole thing with his neighbors, he's just so sarcastically, like, it's funny, even though he probably is not trying to be funny. He's fun to watch. So that's my favorite YouTuber currently.
If you could choose to be in any TV show, which would it be?
If I could be on any TV show right now, I would love to be on the TV show Viking. Like, I'd want them to dress me up in like that old Viking attire and make my hair have all those crazy braids and be everywhere. And I want to be in some like crazy sword fighting fight scene in Viking where blood's flying everywhere. It's just like, that would be awesome. Not to mention they could, like, you know, match me up as being like one of the best girl fighter people, and I could do, I'm not gonna get into it. There might be like a nerdgasm happening, so I'm just gonna like hold off. But put me in the TV show Vikings and I'd be really happy.
Would you ever consider playing Call of Duty? Would be great if you did.
Funny enough, yesterday I put a video out on this channel of me playing Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty, and a lot of people don't know that that's like where I started. That was my basis. When I got my PlayStation 3, I got on Call of Duty 4, and I played that game like 10 to 12 hours a day while I was in college. That's all I did, play it. I'd skip school most times to play it. Got into the competitive aspect, got on game battles, won a bunch of tournaments, and then I did competitive where I traveled around the United States with Major League Gaming. So I did that for the longest time before I ever got into FIFA. I actually started streaming that game so that I could catch people cheating, because on game battles people would lose and they'd get butthurt and they'd be like, I won, and you had to have evidence. So I was like, I'm just gonna stream it then. I'm gonna stream it so I know that I have this. And then I got into FIFA past that just because somebody brought the idea of me playing FIFA. But I was a Call of Duty girl. I love it. I'll play it all the time. Will I post it? I don't really know, because I don't know if this channel really wants to see that. I'm good at that game. I'm better at that game than almost any other one. I think the only other game that I was like that good level at was, I mean, I'm like remotely okay at a lot of games, but that one I consider myself really high. But Fight Night Round 3, I was like number 7 in the world on PlayStation in that game. We don't want to get into that. But yes, I love playing Call of Duty, and I will be playing the newest one. I have been with the whole beta. Love it.
If you are Simon's mom in a diss track, he said Jake Paul is my dad. Does that mean Doobie is Jake Paul in disguise?
So guys, this right here is a question I've been getting over and over again, because obviously Simon decided to say in his diss track that Jake Paul was his dad. But guys, it's not physically possible that Jake Paul could have been his dad. So no, your girl Fangs did not do anything or mess around with Jake Paul, who, by the way, is like 9 years younger than me. So why would I want to do that anyway? I'm afraid the whole time that I'd be trying to even be like on a date with him, he'd just be dabbing on them haters, just over dabbing, and then we wouldn't even have time to talk to each other. But no, he said that as a joke. Obviously, we all know I'm his mom, and we know that he doesn't have like an actual dad, okay? It was through immaculate conception. You know Anakin Skywalker, the way that he was born, he just showed up randomly. She just had him. That's what happened with me and Simon. And I happen to be 5 or 6 years old. No way possible could Jake Paul be, though. I mean, you gotta think about this. He's younger than Simon by like 5 years. So unless somehow, some way, some crazy, it's not possible. No, Doobie is not Jake Paul in disguise. Doobie is Doobie, and Jake Paul is freaking Jake Paul, and he's not actually Simon's dad.
What is your biggest fear?
I'd say my biggest fear always my entire life, besides like stupid things like heights and spiders and sharks and all that kind of stuff, would possibly be just, I think, failing. I've always been so afraid of failing. And I saw like things with my parents growing up and the things they did wrong and what might have caused them to have certain problems that they had, and I never wanted to have those problems. So I've been so gung-ho my whole life on just working really hard and being as successful as possible and trying to be the best in everything that I do. I've always been about that. I'm a very competitive person. Ask any of my friends who hang out with me. I just have this thing where I want to be like up one notch above everything all the time, and it leaves you with this like gloom and gloom feeling of, well, if you're up there and you're doing this, you can possibly fail and you can lose it all and everything can like be gone, and it just, that terrifies me. The thought of that actually makes me lose sleep at night, and it's something that where if anything was gonna happen, you can't change it, so you shouldn't even worry about it, but I still worry about that kind of stuff. So that's probably my biggest fear.
How many football players can you name that start with the letter B in 10 seconds?
I'm probably gonna brain fart this, but I'm gonna start it with 10 seconds and we're gonna go Benzema, Balotelli, Buffon, Gareth Bale, Barzagli, Bonucci, it's 10, like, see, you just have brain farts. I can't do anything about that. I think I got a pretty okay amount of people in there, but I'm sure there could have been, somebody's probably been able to like boom, 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 name off so much more. But when you give me that amount of time, I brain fart.
Have you ever needed to pee so bad that you sat on the toilet forgetting the lid was down and just peed?
I have never done this needing to pee so bad that I've done it. I've never actually peed on the top of the toilet seat, but I have in the dark not paid attention, and I'm just like out of it when you're stumbling around and you need to pee in the middle of the night and you're just like half asleep. I'm out of it, and I've sat on the toilet seat when it's down. I didn't pee, thankfully, because that would suck because then it would just go everywhere. But I've sat down on it and like, whoa, like it's that feeling. Or whenever it's all the way up and so you set and you fall into it. That's happened to me quite a few times. But no, I've never had this situation. Sounds like you have. You gotta watch out, all right? You need to make sure, because when you do that and you pee on that seat, it's going everywhere.
What is your favorite animal?
My favorite animal will always be cats. Any type of cats. Doesn't matter. It could be a bobcat. It could be a freaking leopard. It could be a tiger, a lion, anything. A cat to me is just so majestic. I remember the first time I saw one, because we didn't have them until I was like 4 years old, and I saw one hiding under my house, and I was like, what the hell is that? I don't know why it took me that long to see a cat, but I was like, what the heck is that? And my mom's like, it's a cat. And I was like, but what is it doing? And it was hissing because it was like a feral, crazy cat. And I lured it out of my house with a piece of bologna, or out from underneath my house, and then brought it into my house, and my mom was like, wait, what are you doing? And now the cat got in and I closed the door, and the cat went crazy. He was like jumping all over the place everywhere, and my mom had to like find a way to let him out. But ever since then, I've just had this love for them. I think they're so cute, they're beautiful, and they're just the best. I love cats.
What is your favorite music artist and why?
My favorite music artist of like, whenever I always think of him, has to be Tim McGraw. It's country music. I don't know, a lot of people might not listen to country music. I've always, my whole life I've been into it. My parents were into it. I've always been, and everything that he makes, like anytime I listen to it, it just like, it touches me. Like, that sounds weird. It touches me. I feel it. It's moving to me no matter what the song is, and I love his voice. I think it's so different. I love him as a person. He's with Faith Hill. They've been married. They're one of those couples where you're like, if they get divorced, then there's no chance that love can be real, because they're like one of the ones that have been together forever. But just him in general, as a performer, as everything, I love him. He's my favorite.
What position would you play in an American football team?
If I was playing American football, I actually did. I played for 2 years whenever I was 9 and 10 years old, because I was a cheerleader. My mom made me be a cheerleader for like the little pee-wee team, and then we went at a halftime or something, and I started throwing the ball around and like kicking it, and the coaches were like, you're on the team. Like, you need to be on this team. So I was a running back whenever I was younger, which I don't think I could be now. I'm too small and I'm not fast enough. And then a wide receiver, and I think I could still be that. I played flag football with my sorority. Obviously not like with pros. I can't be that. But if it was just like a league with people my level, I'd be a wide receiver. And I was that in my sorority, and we did really well actually. My sorority, we always won all flag football things because we had an awesome quarterback named Stephanie who was the bomb, and we had me, the wide receiver, and we had a super fast Sarah Smiley running back. We were sick. We were freaking sick.
What size t-shirt do you wear?
Odd question, but I used to, before I had my surgery, which we all know that's been done, and I'm gonna hear these stupid comments like, oh my god, your boobs are fake. Oh my god, big deal. But before, I wore like an extra small or a small, and since they've been done and I've been working out, which means like my arms are growing and all the different ways that they have to fit, and obviously this has grown, I wear a medium. So I went up like 2 sizes after that, which is crazy, but I am a medium in shirts, and oddly enough, my whole life, not my whole life, but since I can remember, gene-wise, people will always think, oh, you look like you wear probably a 0, which my stomach around is a 0. Like any dress I get for it is a 0, but I have these like really big hip bones that I've always had that stick out. I'm not gonna show them to you because they're like kind of too far down. That gets weird. But they make me wear a size 5 jeans. So that's the same size I've wore since I was like 14. They just, nothing else. If I could get bigger probably in terms around them, then I might have to go up to like 8s and 10s, which I doubt I'll ever get because I have like really fast metabolism. But no matter how skinny I get, those are gonna still be there, so I'm always a size 5. Alright guys, that is gonna be it for the Q&A for today. I wanna say thank you guys so much for the awesome questions. You guys were amazing. If you didn't get in here, I'm so sorry. Maybe you'll make it the next time. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, if you could hit that thumbs up button, really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead, subscribe, turn the notification symbol on because you're not gonna get any notification about the videos if you don't. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.